Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to explore 5 fundamental JavaScript concepts that are essential for any developer. Those are variables, arrays, functions, objects, and loops. Now let's get started. Section 1 Variables. First, let's talk about variables. In JavaScript, variables are named storage locations that hold data values. You can store, modify, and retrieve data with variables throughout your code. There are three main types of variables. They are let, var, and constant. Let is block scope, which means it also works within the block where it's defined and it cannot be reassigned. Example, let a equals to 5. Var is function scope, which means it is accessible throughout the function. However, it is less commonly used today. Example, var a equals to 10. Console.log of a, it results a is equals to 10. Const is also block scoped, but once assigned a value, cannot be reassigned. Example, let const a equals to 5, console.log of a. Variables help in managing data dynamically, making your code flexible and reusable. Section 2 Arrays. Next, let's move on to the arrays. Arrays are data structures that store multiple values in a single variable. They are indexed starting from 0, which means the first item in the array has an index of 0. Arrays can also hold mixed data types such as numbers, strings, and even objects. Examples are let fruits equals to apple, banana, cherry. Console.log of fruits of 1, the output will be banana. Console.log of fruits of 2, then the output will be cherry. Arrays make it easy to store, access multiple related values efficiently. Now section 3 Functions. Now let's talk about functions. Functions are the useful block of code designed to perform specific tasks. They can take parameters and return as results. For example, function add of a comma b. Here there are two parameters a and b. These returns a plus b. Functions can also be expressed in different ways, like a function expression const multiple equals to function of a comma b. It returns a into b. That means the result will be a into b. Or using the arrow functions syntax for a clear approach. Const divide equals to a comma b. That gives a by b. Functions promote reusability and help in keeping your code modular and organized. Now, section 4 Objects. Objects in JavaScript are collection of key value pairs, allowing you to group related data and behavior. Think of them as a representation of real world entities. They can contain properties and methods. Here is the example about the objects. You may look into it. You can access object properties using dot notation or bracket notation. Car.make will return BMW and car of model will return Roadster. Objects make it easy to manage and encapsulate complex data, keeping your code organized and scalable. Now section 5 Loops. Finally, let's talk about loops. Loops are constructs that allow you to repeat a block of code multiple times based on the condition. They are useful when you need to automate repetitive tasks such as processing arrays and objects. There are different types of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. First, a for loop repeats a block a specific number of times. For example, let I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Console.log of I. It repeats until I value reaches 5. Next, a while loop. A while loop contains a while loop continues to run as long as the condition is true. Here is the example of a while loop. Finally, the do while loop. The do while loop executes at least once before checking the condition. Here is the example for the do while loop. Loops are essential for tasks like iterating through arrays and processing data efficiently. And that's a quick overview of variables, arrays, functions, objects, and loops in JavaScript. These concepts form a foundation of working with JavaScript